Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy Alex, and welcome to the Rodeo. We're back at it again. Today I have a very special guest, first time guest, the one, the only, Silk Foster Jr.
Please say the Junior.
Junior.
What it do? Good to be here.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
It's a pleasure. Always. I'm good.
And why is the Junior so important to you, man? Because before we even started rolling, I was like, all right, Silk Foster, make sure everything's good.
Junior?
You said, don't forget the Junior, man.
Because all right, see, my dad was a big figure in the city.
Yeah.
That went by Silk. That was his nickname. I was always Lil Silk. So it was like, I'm the Junior. Not the senior. Like, I always wanted to separate, like, I'm the Junior. And I guess it was like an identity thing, too, because when you are a junior, people kind of want to group you in and be like, oh, you just like your daddy. This obviously, like, there's a lot of similarities because he my daddy.
Yeah.
But at the same time, when the people understand, like, nah, it's the junior. Like, and when you say that, you got to make sure you say the junior. Like, so that's why even in school, I put in parentheses, please say the junior. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
So first time guest here, of course, I want to get into your story.
Yeah.
We talked a lot off camera while I was setting up. So, and thank you for the drink, man. Appreciate that.
You gotta stay refreshed. It's Texas heat.
Man, it's fucking 101 out there.
It's brutal.
Shit. Damn, bro.
It's brutal. I have forgot something in the whip, and then I was like, damn, I gotta walk back outside.
That shit is fuck no, bro.
Then I had to walk up the steps. So I was like, okay.
Nah, yeah, you start feeling it. It makes everything heavier because just out there and stuff like that. Like, damn,
you could be ready. Like, I'm about to have a productive day, and as soon as the sun hits your back, you just like, oh,
fuck, man. So, first time here, let's get into your story. We'll talk about the music you've made, what you got moving forward, and all that good stuff. Where are you from, man?
I'm from Natchez, Mississippi. It is, I want to say Natchez was actually the oldest, Adams County was the oldest county in Mississippi.
The oldest county in Mississippi.
Yeah, I think it started with us, if I'm not mistaken. I saw somebody put a map up there. I had to go do my fact checking. Yeah. But I think for the record, I'm from Adams County, Natchez, Mississippi. We right there by the river. The river separates us from Louisiana. So basically when the liquor stores close in Mississippi,
we hop across the river. Nah, but damn, that's crazy that... Yeah. Bro, I've met a good 5 or 6 people from Mississippi that I've actually linked up with and worked with, and I told you this off camera that the people I meet that are here in Dallas from Mississippi, y'all's hustle is crazy. It's on go all the time. Talk to me about how were you as a kid, and what's it like? Where you're from in Mississippi.
Mississippi, I feel like it has its history.
Yeah.
But it's home. Obviously either you gonna be a victim or you're not gonna be a victim. And that's wherever you choose to be. But that's home. Yeah. At the same time, even on the Renaissance podcast, I was telling them about a lot of the bad experiences, but that was just me thinking about that and thinking about the journey. So Mississippi, where I'm from, it's like a small country town.
Yeah.
It's definitely not the same vibes where it used to be when you was younger. I don't know, it seemed like even though society wasn't progressed as it is now, I feel like we had more back then. It felt like everything meant more back then. So, but I mean, I was quiet growing up.
Yeah.
I was quiet and pretty much socially anyway. At home, you always, whether you a shy kid or whatever, when you at home, you go be vocal. But I was quiet until I got separated from the rest of my class because I was always with smart kids. And it's crazy to say, but they had classes grouped like that.
They separated you.
Yeah, so when I got to 6th grade, they separated me. And I was with all these kids I had never, I knew them because I'd be in certain places in certain neighborhoods, but for lack of a better term, this is the class where it went down. It's all kind of shit popping off. It's all kind of people. And then what I learned from being around them is I may not always supposed to say something, but you got to say something. You got to speak up for yourself. You got to be heard. You got to be vocal. That's what I learned from being with other types of kids and mixing and matching, because it's okay, I can understand how I need to carry myself, but then I can also understand it's a time and a place to where I just got to be like this. I just got to let you know. I just got to be vocal. So I was quiet really a lot until I got to the 6th grade.
That's whenever you really, broke out your shell, you would say?
Yeah. Then the 7th grade, you in middle school. And I was ready for that action. I'm trying to see what 8th grade to go help me get lucky,
Yeah. Bro, I know exactly what you're talking about for sure. So you're in Mississippi. You're more to yourself. When does the music come about? Because it's one thing being a fan of music, and then another actually making your own tracks, making songs, and actually doing music and putting it out there. When does the music come in play for you?
It was definitely evolution. I've always liked music. I've always been in tune. It always been therapeutic. Always made me feel good.
Yeah.
Actually, when my daddy died, his favorite song at the time was "The Crossroads" by Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Oh wow!
So I grew up just loving them and trying my best to figure out what the hell they saying.
Yeah.
It kind of challenged me, like, music wise. But like I say, my older cousin was already like actively doing music. He was making beats off of the PlayStation. They got the karaoke. We got the tape. We recording over all type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But at that point, I hadn't recorded. He was. And I know I was in the Heights. The Heights is like it's a neighborhood in where I'm from.
Yeah.
And I used to go there every day after I got out of primary school and stuff like that. But I know I was 7 years old when I wrote my first rap. When I wrote my first rap, I was 7 years old.
Young as fuck. What the heck?
I still remember. It's trash.
But that's pretty amazing. 7-year-old, the influence. I feel like you said, it had such an influence in your life from your family, your friends. Your cousin was making music, and just, I guess, being in that environment, you're just like, man, fuck it, man. I love this shit. I'm gonna do this shit too.
Well, yeah. I mean, I had I wouldn't say a trouble, because that'll be a misrepresentation. I have a challenging upbringing, dealing with different things and different variables at play.
Okay.
So to me, like, it was an escape at the same time. It was a way for me to say things. Because what I noticed early on is people listen to music differently, in the sense that I could listen to Many Men by 50 Cent and wanna be on some gangster shit.
Oh yeah.
Or I could listen to Many Men and be on some, man, I'm hurt. How could somebody do me like that? Like, why? How you go switch up on me like that? I thought we was cool. Why you want me to die, homie? It's like you could see that it's a battle within himself, like the aggressive side of, I'm gonna do something to you, but I ain't wanna have to do it to you. So I learned very on. A lot of people don't even pay attention to it. They just hear words and music and stuff together and sound cool. So it's a way for me to vent and tell how I really feel about things. Because I would have, like, classmates, I pass out the little CDs or whatever, and they'll come back and be like, bro, like, you okay? Because they hear me talking about certain things, and it just blow my mind. It'll be like some of the people I'm the closest to or live with or whatever, they never listen to it and think like, damn, that must really, like, fuck him up, or let me have a conversation with him about it. So it's just, it was, I felt like if mama wasn't listening, my daddy wasn't around to listen, a lot of things I couldn't tell my grandmama. I really ain't have a stable stepdaddy. So it's like the only person I felt like that was going to listen at all times was the microphone. No matter what I said, the microphone would never go leave me. Wasn't going to never tell me, no, I can't listen. So, yeah, that became my love.
And I feel like that's so many artists could relate to that, because like you said, the therapy that you get from it, it's a different feeling, because like say that, you're going through certain things. A lot of other people could also relate to that. You feel kind of like, not saying that, you're the only one that has felt that way, but like people relate to that, they don't feel alone now whenever they hear certain songs, like, damn, this is exactly how I'm going through. Like,
no, I done had people say that, like, not necessarily my songs all the time, but just things that they hear me say in general, just be like, man, that made me think differently, or that helped me from this, or that stopped me from doing this, or things like that. And it's like, damn, I ain't famous, I ain't rich, but I help at least one person in some way. So it's like, I'm helping myself because it's therapeutic. I'm helping other people because it could possibly be therapeutic to them. And even if it's not therapeutic to them, just me doing something positive could tell a kid, like, Okay, if he could do it, I could do it.
Yeah.
He from where I'm from. He regular like I'm regular. He had to struggle like all of these things that we obtain in life is obtainable by anybody. A lot of people just don't have the motivation. They don't have the knowledge or the means to be able to get it or attain it. You know?
Yeah. And like you said, you doing it, people, kids around the area that where you're from, and even around that area, they see that and they're probably like, dang, like he's really doing it out here. Like it's different whenever you see certain artists, like say from the big cities, from New York or LA or other spots, but then you see somebody so close, you're just like, holy shit, this is possible. This is fucking for real.
You might think I'm playing, but I could go to it now. Dude just sent me something.
And he mentioned that.
I'll read it verbatim. He said, "Yo, Silk, what's going on with you, bro? I'm on my lunch break, man, and wanted to congratulate you on your success, big dog. Keep grinding, stay hustling till the wheels fall off, classmate." You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna name who it was, but when it and we wasn't really like hella cool, but we always had a good rapport with one another. And, I always message back and show the love and show that I ain't too.
How does that make you feel? Like these people, like you said, you're not super close with them, but like they're fucking with your music, they're fucking with the movement you got going on. How does that make you feel as both a person and an artist?
I think because even though I didn't come out of my shell till like after my 6th grade year, essentially, even though I didn't come out of my shell, I still was never like nobody else. I was always what they would consider a weirdo or different or quiet or lame or whatever words they want to put on it. Yeah. I never thought it was cool to be like anybody else. So a lot of these people, they know me. They grew up with me. They knew like, bro, women ain't never pick you like that. Ain't nobody want to just hang with you like that. Ain't nobody, and they see that through all of that, like I still found a happy place. Like I still found some sense of security and peace. So it really just making me feel like keep going. Like keep going, because even if it's just one person, I remember Master P said they did a show and it was only one dude in the show just moving around, and he's like, I'm gonna turn that one fan into a whole lot of fans. Like, and that's how you gotta think. Like, everybody don't support me, but it's okay because I'd rather the genuine support.
And honestly, I feel like that's the best, because with the rise of social media, with the rise of like everybody trying to be like a influencer in the sense, we see so many people go the fake route, and like say that you have 100 loyal fans, and the other person has like 1,000, but like 900 of those are fake. Like at the end of the day, those people that are super loyal to you, they're gonna fuck with your shit way more than the person that has like 1,000 of fake motherfuckers that they really.
Bro, I could tell you, which I won't, but I could tell you rappers I know personally, and it's like they got thousands of followers. You know what I'm saying? They more quote unquote likable to people, but if you go look at the YouTube numbers. A lot of these people struggling to even get 1,000 views. And then I went on a run just putting out getting thousand. And I only had like a few hundred subscribers.
Yeah.
So they're saying, people was going back listening to it, or people was really rocking with me. So how is it your pitch get hundreds of likes and you can't even get the same amount of views on a song or a video?
Yeah.
As many likes as you got, and to me it just don't,
shit doesn't add up.
Yeah, it don't add up to me.
Nah, I get you. At the end of the day, I feel like one of the main things for artists that we see who really popping out here is the shows. Getting people to pay their hard-earned money and go and see you.
Yeah, that
really separates who's really popping and who's really not. Because like you said, there's, even here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, I've gone to shows where I'm like, damn, this person's about to fucking, bring out the whole city and stuff like that, because they're on IG, they're popping like crazy. I see that you can't even bring 20, 30 people. I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
because
it doesn't add up.
Because most of the people on the phone are zombies. You see what I'm saying? Most people on the phone are zombies. Like, they just strolling. I like this. Yeah. I like that. I like that. But how much of that little like they just push, like, how much did that tie into how much involved with you and your career, what you doing, your movement, whatever, how much, what I'm saying? Like, it's just a like. It's prime example, me, I could stroll down Facebook and see a million different models that's half naked that, oh, I like the picture.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to like the picture. You see what I'm saying? So on the other end of the spectrum, it's people who like the picture or like the video, but not going to like the video. Then you got people who they see it, they like it, they watch it, they don't acknowledge it. Because I've had people, I reach out just for the sake of reaching out and being cool. And then they'll be like, oh yeah, man, we were talking about you the other day, bro. Your video's going in, man. Your music going in. And then I'm thinking to myself, well, why you ain't share it or comment or subscribe or post it? It's just like, you can't force people hand in that situation. Yeah. So I just rock with who rock with me, and then I see organic, and then I see like the way I make different type of music. It's just, let's go spread organically when it's time. I still look young, man. I got time.
No, yeah, for sure. You told me your age, and I was like, well, ain't no fucking way.
People never believe it. They never believe that I'm as old as I am. But that's why God blessed me with young looks. You know what I'm saying?
You're patient. You ain't rushing yourself. You ain't stressing about it. When your time comes.
I asked God why I ain't rich, but it's still early. You know, that's one of the lines from my newer songs. Like, I asked God why I ain't rich, but it's still early. You know.
For somebody who has never heard the music, how would you personally describe your sound? You know, and I ask you this because lots of people they try to like box themselves in, but you know, how would you personally describe your own sound?
I would say chameleon. Like, I couldn't just say I couldn't say a genre.
Oh, okay.
Because to say a genre, like, okay, if you want to say hip hop alternative, cool. Just put that label. But I say chameleon, like, because I could be rapping about the streets and what I relate to.
Yeah.
And I could be rapping about a girl breaking my heart. And then the next song will be me getting over her breaking my heart. And then, you know, it may be, okay, I'm feeling fly today.
Yeah.
Or I want to get hit because I'm in a coupe and it's a drop top. I just want to see if the girl will do it. It's like my music go all over the place because life is all over the place. You see what I'm saying? Most people, like, it's a moniker. Like, it's a persona. Like, they don't really do this. Like, it's Don Julio bottles all over my house if you go there. I got Class Azul. I'm smoking weed all day. Like, I love champagne. I had champagne on last podcast.
Yeah.
That visually, the aesthetic looks like, oh, you trying to paint a certain image. But even when the cameras ain't rolling, this is what I do.
Yeah.
I'm a great cook, so I'm always eating good. It's just like the perception thing. So I couldn't put my music in a box because life, you can't put yourself in a box. Like right now, we don't have a headache. We might have a headache later on, and then the whole perspective of life while having that headache is totally different. So that may breed a whole nother song. So me, I couldn't put my music in a box because, you know, and I don't write none of it. Right? I hadn't wrote a rap down since 2011.
You just freestyle or punch in, or what's your?
I just started experimenting with like punching in.
Yeah.
But no, this is how I started. See, I was working at this place called Gaddy Town.
Okay.
And I was like a busser or something like that, and they had these little cards, these greeting cards where you could write comments and stuff.
Yeah.
So I always steal the little greeting cards. And when I remember rap, I just write it down. But then it came to the point where I'm like too busy to like write the shit down.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, remember it. Because you don't want to forget it. You just said something that go hard as hell. Like, don't forget it. So it got to the point where I would remember it so much that when I would go to write it down, I was like, what am I writing it for? I remember it. So the more and more I did that, it's just like, if I can remember what I'm going to write it down for, then it's also like, I'm rapping my life. So how hard is it to remember your life? You just figure out how to make your real life sound cool. And boom, like I don't have to write it down. So yeah, I hadn't wrote a single rap down since 2011. I got composition books at the crib right now with verses people probably never hear.
Damn. 2011? That's fucking wild. But I feel like that's like you said, it's a way better way for you. Even now, you don't have to remember your raps you don't have to remember what you wrote because you already got it in your head now.
Oh yeah.
You pretty much like you skip a step.
You can ask any producer I've ever worked with. They'll tell you like, he don't look at no phone. He just got some weed and probably some liquor, and he in the studio. Now I have punched in songs recently and or improvised. Like I'd be like, cut this beat on. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I got 15 minutes left in this session. Let's make some shit happen. And I would make a great song. But when I'm just vibing the beats or I'm feeling a certain type of way, I'm writing it in my head and I'm gonna say it over and over. Like sometimes people think I'm talking to myself because I just be thinking out loud. Cause I'll be like, I gotta say it like this. Or you might not have a beat no more.
Yeah.
And because you've been working on 2-3 songs, you rapping the verse of this song, but this beat stuck in your head. So now you gotta know, let me go listen to the beat real quick so I can make sure I'm making it to the right song. But I did it so much, it's just normal. You know, and at the time it was people, I was evolving as an artist, so it was like people kind of skeptical, but then now they see I'm kind of getting in my niche. Like, but I like all type of music too. Like,
it's dope that you mentioned how you're, like you said, you know, you could rap about, you know, you being in a good mood, you being in a bad mood, you being heartbroken, you living life. Because I feel like you said, there's a lot of artists in the game right now that it's a persona that they have to stick to. You know, they gotta rap about F these girls. You can't rap about being heartbroken and stuff like that. You know, so that's dope that you're doing that because I feel like the ceiling is higher instead of you trying to just stick with that thing. You know.
Yeah, but then I think a lot of the times too, most people just go like to the most extreme version of that. So it's either I'm gonna be the most gangster, I'm gonna be the most player, I'm gonna be the most womanizing womanizer, or so on and so forth. I think is most people go to the extreme. Like I know you done interview people, and you be like, you could tell it's a character that you interviewing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. It's just like even with the shades, I was like, should I wear the shades today? Did that seem like a dick move? But then I was like, I never really wear the shades. I show my eyes a lot. I look at the camera a lot. I look people in the eye, you know. So it just depends. Like the world will receive you how you want to present yourself. So I could be flashy, but then you might see me without nothing on. But if every time you saw me, I was flashy, and then I blew up, then you like, oh, I expect you to be flashy. Because that's what your fans want.
You've been doing this.
But if I'm flashy one day and then they say, oh, he in Swiss one day, like I met I can't remember the guy's name now, but I met a football player. He played for the Atlanta Falcons. And I really just paid attention. I looked at his jewelry. I was like, though, the clarity on this shit is just, that's like, he's somebody. I don't know who he is.
Yeah.
But he ended up being a football player. So it's like, you know he an athlete. You don't expect him to have a super duper big chain, but it makes sense that he got a small cube and that bitch iced out, and the fucking clarity on these diamonds is crazy. So it's like, I want people to understand, like, I've always liked nice things. In school, we wore uniforms. So everybody wearing the same thing. The only way you could be different was your shoes. Well, everybody know Jordans are the most popular shoe.
Yeah.
So I gotta look like everybody else. So that's why I save my money. I send it to my uncle in Houston or order it, and I'll be wearing Gucci shoes. So it's like a lot of the stuff that people deem to be like, oh, this is the it thing to do right now. It's like, I've been doing it, but that don't make me. It's just a preference of taste. Like, I could have on designer shoes right now, a screen print shirt, just because I like the colors. You know what I mean? I could have easily like, oh, let me wear the Versace shirt because I'm coming to do this. But then people go expect me to always uphold their image. So I think most people go the furthest end of the spectrum. Like if you want to be the most gangster, now you gotta have a video with a gun pointed in the video, and now you gotta have a bunch of people behind you.
Yep.
Now you gotta have 3 letters before your name to identify who you are as an artist. It's like me being PMC Foster. Like, it sound cool. I put that shit on IG or some shit, but I wouldn't go by PMC Foster. Like, yeah, it's just too much. I don't want to be in a box.
You just label so many people that I know that are in that lane.
Yeah,
the three letters, the 3 all the letters guns
and
the videos and everybody.
But it's like, what sets you apart? Like, what make you different? I like wearing pink hair because one, I like the color pink, and it make people uncomfortable. You'll see the most hardest gangsta ass niggas like won't even look you in your eye.
Damn.
And then it make me wonder, like, why won't they look me in the eye? Oh, because if you wrong and you get slapped by the person with pink hair, then you look crazy.
Yeah.
Or if you get shot by a person with pink hair, then you look crazy. You know what I mean? So do I really want to try this guy? Because I really let me just not make eye contact. And it's weird, like how the simplest thing, like here in Dallas, that ain't no thing. Yeah, but where I'm from, like nigga ain't about to.
Really?
Niggas ain't doing this.
And it's crazy that you mentioned that because I barely started traveling probably like 2-3 years ago. And, you know, I was in the Dallas bubble. I thought everywhere in the U.S. was like this, you know, with, you know, everybody's all Southern friendliness.
You want tequila? I ain't know if it was.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Pick your pores. Pour your pores, and however they say. I be forgetting the old sayings because I don't be around.
Bro, this is like one of the best, too, for the Don Julios.
Oh, yeah. And
smooth than a motherfucker.
You know, and see, okay, let me, prime example, just for a clarity moment. I was about to get to 1942. But I was like, am I getting a 1942 just because it's 1942? Because this Don Julio tastes just as good to me.
Yeah.
It's like, boom, you just stop yourself from spending 60,
but this one's really good too. Like it's smooth, bro.
It is. So it just go to show you, like, a lot of times I could be honest with myself and say, yo, I'm getting it because it look good.
Yeah.
But most of the time, like, 1942 tastes amazing.
Yeah.
Class of Azul tastes amazing. I'll just say this, you know, but it is times it's like, okay. It's like whenever they come out with a new Bel Air color, everybody wearing the blue bottles, they don't even like champagne. They don't even like the taste of it. You see people with champagne bottles that really like Moscato. They like the sweet shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's just a visual aesthetic. And I feel like it's a time and a place to do that. Like,
do you feel so many people are just followers too?
Oh yeah,
it's so easy to just be like, okay, the whole crowd is fucking with this.
Oh yeah,
let's just go with that.
That's definitely how it is everywhere. Like, you know what I'm saying? The world, people wait for the world or social media to tell them that something is cool to do.
Yeah, because it takes balls to be like, nah, I like this instead. Like, no, I like this instead of just following the crowd like that.
It do, and you gotta be ready to deal with it. Like, I realized I had people thought I went crazy because I changed my hair a different color.
How long have you had it pink?
And this was before it was actually pink. I'm talking about when I just dyed it. I done had it pink plenty of time.
Yeah.
I done had all kind of colors. But this is before, I'm talking about when I just dyed it yellow or blonde or some shit. Like, you know, not yellow, but you know how you
blondish.
Yeah, how you bleach it and it turn. Man, I had people really calling me like, man, they say you done went crazy. I was like, it'd be so fucking funny because it's like,
damn.
I had all kind of shit that I heard, and I was just like, bro, like, it ain't that serious. But then I also like making people uncomfortable. I'm sorry. It's confession time. I like making people uncomfortable. Because I feel like people shouldn't be able to get to you like that. They shouldn't be able to control your emotions or feelings. So I'm like, if they make people uncomfortable, like
a small little change like that, and people just
no. I'm talking about home. I'm talking about people I done been cool with my whole life. They ain't liking no pictures. They ain't hollering at. They ain't answering the phone. They just acting different. Like, I'm still the same nigga. And honestly, when I changed my hair color, my pussy, because in Dallas, you know, it's cool. Women like, damn, like that's some fly shit.
You be doing his thing.
But where I'm from, they like, nah, that nigga, he on some bullshit.
Damn.
Yeah, so.
No, but like you said, there's shit that comes with it too. Being a real motherfucker, a real person, someone who's free and doing their own thing. Like, it's not just rainbows and sunshines. It's like it comes with it. Sometimes you'll lose friends, you'll lose family members. People will judge you way more. But you know, it's great having the free experience. You know, not just being tied to society and not being a follower. somebody, just another number. I would say, it's
that's definitely accurate. To me, I just ask myself the important questions. Do the necessary people love me already? Yes. Do the people I want the attention from the most love me and give me attention already? Yes. Am I secure? Yes. Am I stable? Yes. So I can't really care too much about what people think. And a lot of times, it hurt when you grow apart from people or people switch up on you. But ultimately, like, we blessed. So what is it trip about? Like, I'm free as could be. If you don't want to deal with me because I said something or because I changed how you view me or because whatever. But then they see you pull up in a foreign or some shit, then it's different.
Damn, bro, what you doing?
Yeah. I'm glad to see you been doing it. Like, okay, like the what I was reading earlier from my classmate that sent me that. Yeah. That's totally different than a female that never gave you the time of day, never really gave a fuck at all, just in your inbox all of a sudden, and now they congratulating you. Now they never had nothing to say, but now all of a sudden it's a reason to say something. And it's like, damn, I'm not even rich yet. So I could only fucking imagine.
But it's good that you're experiencing this, because there's a lot of like quote unquote lames or weirdos that they do get rich and they get taken advantage so much because they don't know the game like that. Yeah. It's good that you're understanding the game, and it's like, all right, this is real genuine love, real genuine support. All right, this bitch just trying to fuck, or like this guy just trying to leech off me and shit like that. So once you get to that point,
they never had it, so they ain't used to it. It's just like a lot of people, if they not used to it, they not gonna know how to handle a deal with something. It's like when you get in certain foreign cars, you be in that bitch like, how the fuck am I supposed to start this?
Before even that, how do I open the door? Like, what the fuck?
No, real shit. Like, some of them Corvettes, it's hard to get in the door. Like, but when you know. And I just think a lot of times people they don't have a willingness to know. People like visually to be seen, or like it to look a certain way and be a certain way. But
you'll be doing your own thing.
Yeah, I'd be like, I don't care. Like I say, all the people who need to like me, they already like me. All the people who need to love me already love me. All the people who hate me, they was gonna do that regardless. So it really don't matter, like, what somebody's opinion say, or if they don't like me or they don't like the way that I move. It don't matter. Like, every day I wake up, I'm happy. I'm not hungry. I thank God. I could smoke whatever. I could do whatever I want to do. That's freedom. Because when I step out, like I say in Texas, it's different. Like, nobody ever, they always just compliment it. Like, oh, I like that you different.
Do your thing, bro.
Yeah, so,
shit. Yeah, like I said, I thought everywhere was like this in the U.S. People just living their life and shit like that. But I went to like different parts of the U.S. and I'm like, damn, bro, motherfuckers be like mean mugging you sometimes. Motherfuckers just look at you crazy.
You crazy, yeah.
And it's like, bro, what the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah, nah.
Like, damn. But it, it's like, it's part of the game. It's what separates people out here. So it comes with it. But talk to me about your musical influences growing up. You started at such a young age, making music, releasing music. Who were you looking up to musically, or who were your musical influences, dead or alive? Top three.
My favorite rapper has always been Busy Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony. When I really found out what he was saying, I was like, oh, he really saying some shit. Yeah. Like, he get deep. But, if you the casual listener, you be like, I can't understand that. But
I mean, they say that about us, like the South, like how we talk and shit like that. Like, people from the North, they'll be like, what the fuck is this person saying? But like, once they kind of grasp the lingo and they understand now, it's like, oh, that's what they fuck with.
You don't know until you know, and then when you know, you're like, yeah. But Busy Bone was my favorite rapper. Tupac, of course. Like, I was a huge Tupac fanatic. And you think Tupac one of the best? You think he the best rapper of all time?
Honestly, it's controversial. I put Biggie first.
Why you put Biggie first? This gonna be interesting. This got to be a real. Okay, why you put Biggie first?
I put Biggie first because his flow was untouched. Wordplay was crazy. Tupac, I would say,
was it really that crazy? What was the craziest shit Big said to you?
I would say the way he was able to put the picture in your head of the situation. From selling crack or killing certain people in certain ways. Like you kind of pictured what he was saying. Tupac was more like the influence of the culture. Like he was bringing the voice to the culture. Biggie, the actual rapping was for me better overall. That's how I see it.
Okay, first of all, I got a quick question before I elaborate on it. Would you say that Biggie is more lyrical than Lil Wayne?
Biggie more lyrical than Lil Wayne. I'll put Lil Wayne first.
Did you say that Biggie would be more lyrical than Jay-Z?
I say they go kind of there.
Now this gonna be the question of all questions right here. Would you say that Biggie is more lyrical than Scarface?
Fuck, Scarface is good as fuck too.
See, Biggie,
because now you're kind of throwing curveballs because like I thought we were doing the Tupac.
No, listen. This is what I'm going back to.
Yeah.
See, Biggie knew how to ride a beat.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but if you listen to the quotes, you know the quotes because you hear the music.
Yeah.
But you don't you can't if I say quote the coolest thing Biggie said or one of the coolest things.
Yeah.
It's just the overall vibe of the song. It's not nothing he specifically I'm sure he have said quotables, but I couldn't think of any right now. But it's just now you go to Tupac. If you were sad, Pac had a song for that.
No, yeah.
If you wanted to kill somebody, he had a song for that. If you wanted to smash somebody's wife, he had a song for that. If you was a girl you got pregnant too early, he had a song for that. Pac made people feel shit.
Yeah, the feeling.
See, people knock and say Tupac was repetitive, but look how much music Tupac made. Biggie made 2 albums.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? He made 2 albums. He probably would have started being repetitive. We had more Tupac to listen to, but one thing for sure, Tupac. I've never listened to a Biggie song and cried. I could listen to Life Goes On by Tupac, and if I listen too hard and start thinking about some thoughts, I cry. So I understand that when they say Biggie was lyrical, but I'm like, it's degrees of being lyrical. Like Biggie wasn't more lyrical than Benny the Butcher. You see what I'm saying? But he just a legend for what he did in a short amount of time. The swag. He gave fat niggas hope. He gave unattractive niggas hope. You know what I'm saying? He represented more than that. And for hip hop, it was they win. It was something for them to grasp. But I could never in my life put Biggie over Tupac. Biggie would be lucky to make my top 10.
Really?
I'm just being perfectly honest with you.
Nah, yeah, I get what you're saying, but for me, I've always been more like like you said, the flow, the upbeat music.
Yeah.
For me, that's kind of what I go with. Lots of people always they kind of trash
Have Biggie ever said something like, "I wake up in the morning and I ask myself, is life worth living? Should I blast myself?"
No, yeah, for sure. Tupac is the
you know what I'm saying?
Tupac, the feeling like.
You know how many people felt like that?
Yeah.
And Biggie talking about sucking the girl being so fine, I'm gonna suck your daddy dick. I can't relate to that. I ain't never seen a girl so fine I want to suck her daddy dick.
No, I don't know about that.
You see what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, but like I said, with Tupac, it was of course the feeling and him bringing the voice of the people that felt unheard. You know, the impact culturally for sure. Tupac, I give it to him. For me, I've always liked more like clubs, upbeat music, just vibing, just swag type music.
No, I understand why they want to put them up there, but I mean, if we just being perfectly honest, Get Rich and Die Trying by 50 Cent, both of them albums better than any of Biggie albums.
Nah, yeah.
I mean, that album itself, I said both of them, but that
my favorite rapper for sure is Kanye, then Lil Wayne, And it's funny because you mentioned that because 50 was the one that got me into hip hop.
Yeah.
And this was the album that got me into hip hop, you know.
Okay.
Hearing this, I was like, you know, I've always listened to Spanish music, a little Mexican kid, you know, just straight Spanish music. I heard this because I went on there was a magazine. They will send them through the mail, and it's like if you just send your information, they'll give you a CD. They'll send you back a CD. This was the CD they sent me, and I started listening to it, and I was like, "What the heck?" Like, dang,
what up, blood?
Yeah, like you said, many men. I was like, bro, I was over here imagining enemies that I never even had, bro.
PIMP, all this shit, and it's just like, I think it's a way to show respect, but like to be honest. And I think a lot of times in music, people just don't want to be honest. Like people just don't want to say it. That's like Gilly the Kid could say, "I wrote for Lil Wayne," but then who wrote all other songs?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So I don't know. It's just like, okay, critically, Jeezy, as a young Jeezy, critically his albums are better. But if you ask the streets, they gonna say Gucci Mane.
Oh yeah, Trap God 2, Trap House.
Jeezy got a bunch of undeniable hits, but Gucci Mane made so much music that I could go from Chicken Talk Volume 1, Chicken Talk Volume 2, like Trap House. He had Trap House 2. I remember when the State vs. Razor Davis came out, the Wilt Chamberlain mixtapes. I mean, I could tell you, well, Jeezy, all of his mixtapes is critically acclaimed. Yeah. So Jeezy gave you more quality than quantity. But it's like Gucci made so much quantity for the people who didn't want to be lyrical, for the people, the hood niggas that just wanted to say and repeat some shit, they could relate to it more. So it's just like a lot of the times, like you got just with the Pac and the Biggie thing, like Pac had more relatable things. Like I said, I ain't never seen a girl so fine want to suck a daddy dick just ever. Never even thought about that.
That's a wild ass line.
I don't even be want to see how a girl daddy look, because I don't want to look at him and be like, damn, you look just like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't even want to see how your daddy look. But I definitely ain't thinking about your daddy if you
that is a wild ass line. I'll give you that. But it's such a good point that you bring up in the sense of like Gucci and Jeezy, because like you said, for me, I was more tapped in with the streets, and like whenever Jeezy would drop an album, I'm like, oh shit, you know, this bumps, this and that. But like Gucci, you know, the sesh, we put some Gucci. Yeah. A house party, put some Gucci. You know, just chilling out there, put some Gucci.
Yeah, even the way like photo shoot that Frankie Lee and I'm bringing on the camera, I'm on stamina, the animal. It's like, even if you listen to the beat, it ain't a beat that you'll be like, but it's just the vibe. The vibe, it's just the thing. It's just like, even Pac after he died, like he had albums that was still like, it helped get me through shit at childhood. It made me think of stuff different. And it's like I listened to Big, and I was like, this is cool. It's cool. Oh yeah, you so crack. Oh yeah, you did that. Okay. But then it's like I had 2 Biggie CDs, and I had 2 Pacalypse, which is Pac at a more political state. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Then it was Strictly for My Niggas. That was when I think I Get Around was on. Then what it was Me Against the World and All Eyes on Me. But it's like I know the history enough to be able to say, I ain't just a nigga just saying I like certain Tupac songs. I listen to all these albums. I could rap a lot of these songs word for word and tell you what point of my life I heard it, what it helped me get through, what I was thinking, how I was feeling. And it's like biggest song, it's just cool ass song. It's like Jay-Z is one of my favorites.
I was just about to bring him up. Yeah. Do you feel like people now put Jay-Z as number 1 overall? Mm-hmm. You know, do you agree with that statement?
I do agree.
Because a lot of people they talk about how you could kind of say he doesn't get the credit he deserves, even though
he don't get the Southern credit he deserves. He get the credit. Okay. He just don't get the, like, as far as music, because people wasn't rocking with them beats. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you when I really got into Jay-Z. I used to always be like, what the fuck is the big deal about Jay-Z?
That's exactly
That's how I used to feel. And then he dropped American Gangster. And I was like, hold on. Now I got to go listen to everything else. I literally went and bought they had a box set with posters there. I bought every Jay-Z CD. Reasonable Doubt. Ooh. I'm making short-term goals when there were the foes. Hold on, bro. You giving us game like a motherfucker, dog. And I was like, bro, if I would have had this game where I've been listening to this to fucking Juvenile and them this whole
jumping
time,
music and shit.
It's like, damn. And I realized Jay-Z was always giving you game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
even now.
like even the first reason about like even the evils, he say thinking back when we first learned to use rubbers, he never learned. So in turn, I'm kidnapping his baby's mother. Mm-hmm. So you just think about like essentially like I grew up with this guy, and we was learning different things growing up. And it's like, that's how it really be in the street. Like, somebody you grew up with, you might end up killing or kidnapping they people or kidnapping anything. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
You grew up with that person.
So it's like, really, Jay-Z was just giving you, like, 22 twos on that same album. Too many bitches want to be ladies. So if you a hoe, I'm going to call you a hoe. Too many bitches are shady. You know what I'm saying? It's like, a lot of these conversation things, I realized Jay-Z was trying to put nigga on game. And then I always... Like, anytime I ever got a big check, anytime I ever felt like I'm at another checkpoint, bro, I put on Jay-Z. I want to hear I'm feeling it. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear that feel-good music. Let me talk about, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm getting weeded now. I know I contradicted myself. Look, I don't need that now. Like, just, Jay was giving you game. So, yeah, I was like, what the fucking fuss about Jay-Z? But then somebody who do music, appreciate music, like, Jay-Z was always giving game. Like, you can't name a time Jay-Z wasn't giving you game.
Yeah. And it's crazy to see the evolution as an artist for him. You know, even now, just, you know what, billionaire, still doesn't even have to make music, but he still will jump on a track with somebody. He still will drop certain projects here and there. You know, it's like you said, and it's not just some bullshit tracks. It's like he's telling you about, now at this point of his life, it's about investing and growing this and that.
Generational
and,
wealth and all of that, But, you know, he had to evolve. He had to evolve, like, just like we all do. It's at one point, I did things I wouldn't dare have the nerve to do today. But it's just because I had to evolve from a certain point. So, yeah, like, nah, Jay, that nigga, like, his verse on What's Free, Meek Mill, like, that's one of my favorite Jay-Z verses of all time. He just murdered that shit. It's just like, I don't know, man. But I hear a lot of people from the South be like, I can't rock with Jay-Z. I don't get him. I don't see what the big deal is. I just be like, I don't really get it. I don't try to convince people.
No, but yeah, I feel like you mentioned, people, we get that stigma of like, what, Jay-Z, nah, we got this person, we got this person. We always try to compare somebody like,
but
you know,
but
to
in
him.
the South we do that because it mean more to us. Like, people where I'm from would never say Jay-Z better than Boosie, because Boosie really helped niggas get through shit. Like, he really helped niggas grow up. I mean, he helped niggas get into bullshit too. I ain't gonna say help because it ain't on him, whatever they do. But I'm saying, like, he influenced a lot of people. Is basically what I'm saying. It was up to them to make their choices. But, like, even with the drugs, like, it's a drug problem. Boosie got an old song called I Quit, I Ain't Fucking With It. I say that all the time. And he talking about relapsing on codeine and how good it tastes and how, you know what I'm saying? And he a person that don't do it no more. He don't sip lean or do nothing. But they ain't putting up them type of posts about Boosie.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But so people where I'm from, they'll never say Jay-Z better than Boosie. But then you got to also understand some people didn't live other lives. Like, I had my struggle to a degree, but there's a lot of people who struggle a lot worse than me. So whereas I could relate to Jay-Z, they may not be able to relate to him.
Ain't no way they could.
Because they never even seen a good side of life to even picture what Jay-Z talking about. They don't even know these things exist. Yeah. They can't identify with the words. They can identify with what Boosie's saying because he talking about the gutter. And while I could relate to a lot of that, my experiences in a lot of cases wasn't as bad as other people's experiences. So, of course, like, they not going to look at it the same way.
The relatability is the key factor.
It's just like when I was just asking you about Biggie, and then I say Scarface. And when I said Scarface, I bet you in your mind, you was like,
the freaking...
You can't fucking deny Scarface.
Yeah, because I was hesitant to even say, like, nah. Because you say it's kind of like a Southern thing of, like, the pride and the, like, the impact that artist had on you growing up was, undeniable compared to somebody who's up north that you're just like fucking with their music just because of the vibe.
Yeah.
So.
And I mean, you gotta understand what they really heard from Jay-Z in the South was the radio stuff, because wasn't nobody going to buy no Jay-Z album, the whole catalog. Like, talking about. But I learned that the people who did rock with Jay-Z was always the women. It was always the women. So when American Gangster dropped, I was with my uncle, and he had bought it, and he was playing it the whole time. And I'm like, dang, I ain't know Jay-Z went this hard, and it just made me just go back to everything else.
Damn.
It's just like American Gangster, one of his best albums, like, period.
Shit, man, that's such a good point of like Jay-Z, because I feel like I've had this conversation with, like you said, a lot of my friends. We stay in the South, so of course we just get into it back and forth about it, because for me, Jay-Z, I would say he's like
I put Jay-Z at the top. I ain't gonna lie.
Top, yeah,
I put Jay-Z at the top. The only reason I can't put Lil Wayne at the top, because why I feel like Lil Wayne has the capacity to be way more lyrical than Jay-Z, it's just about the substance. Like sometimes it just feel like Wayne just saying things and it's cool, it's with it, but it's like
the substance.
It ain't the substance. Like when I hear Jay-Z verse on What's Free, I'm like, that made me feel a certain type of way. But also it's older Wayne I can go to and be like, that made me feel a way. Or even the newer one, the Can't Be Broken song, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He said, I done seen a mirror break behind a pretty face. You sticking out your chest, your titted face. Her heart was built to break. So he's saying shit, but it's like Jay-Z, a lot of his shit has more substance, a deeper background, like deeper metaphors. So it's like, I gotta put Jay at the top, man.
Well, technically Jay-Z brought Kanye. What's your thoughts on that? Kanye West versus Jay-Z, whenever it comes to
music,
artists, music.
Kanye West would definitely win, but Jay-Z wouldn't. It wouldn't be a landslide.
I feel like people don't like to put them against each other, because Jay-Z did bring Kanye in the sense of like giving him the.
Yeah, he did, but at the same time,
it's like brothers type shit.
Shit, it don't matter. It's brothers who fuck each other, girls and all type of shit. You know how they go. Let's not act like
yeah. Like, but even them, they'll be like Kanye. He's been asked about this. Like, nah, I would never go on a versus against Jay-Z. This and that.
That's what he's supposed to say.
But
you
think it's just media shit?
But deep down, you know what he want to say?
I'll smoke him.
Jay-Z would never fucking do a versus battle, so I don't even know how the fuck y'all asking me this. Jay-Z not gonna do that. When you winning, you at the top. What you gotta do it for?
Yeah.
But realistically, Kanye would win that battle because he produced for so many other people too.
Yeah, the versatility as a producer as well.
It's just his songs. It's just he got a lot of quality songs too.
Yeah, I mean, I would say the first 3 albums were classics.
Who do you think could win a versus between Bad Bunny and J Balvin?
Oh, Bad Bunny smoking him. No cap, bro. That's not even a competition. 3 years ago it'll be different. Now it's crazy.
I was living with some Puerto Rican friends. Man. Probably like 2-3 years ago, and they put me up on Bad Bunny and all of them folks. And I was like, so when I started seeing them skyrocket, I was like, damn. Like they'd be motivating. I'd be like, damn, they was trying to get me to check them out and shit.
And Puerto Ricans, bro, that's their Jay-Z.
Yeah, where is it?
That's their Drake.
Bitch, hold on, bitch. Let me call Bad Bunny. Y'all got me fucked up.
Yeah. On some shit. But what is your thoughts now with the hip hop in general, of all the lanes that we're seeing? Because even you mentioned Bad Bunny, that's Latin trap, they call it. The influence of hip hop is also in the Spanish culture. We see it in Britain and all these other places, and even here in the US, you can't just say, oh, he's a hip hop artist. Like, it's so many different lanes now. Do you like the way that hip hop is moving? What are your thoughts overall with the way music is going in the hip hop world?
I feel like it's ever evolving, and you just have to respect the elements and just know your crowd and your niche. It's different these days because it's evolved hip hop. So you gotta think about it like this: all of the kids that grew up listening to Lil Peep, what are they gonna turn it into? Because he turned it into something else. What is gonna motivate them to turn it into? So it's also ever evolving, but it's still gonna be the people who appreciate the elements that they appreciate from hip hop. So, you know, I feel like it's really like a broad answer to that because there's so many different avenues. How do I feel about trap rap? I feel like, nigga, you better not be doing no real crimes or they go Rico your ass. How do I feel about alternative like Tyler the Creator? It's good, but in a sense, a lot of Tyler Creator stuff be stuff that influenced him from older music, and you could tell because of the certain synths and strings and stuff like that.
Even samples, he gets certain samples.
But then, okay, Young Dolph. What about the kid who their first album was The King of Memphis by Young Dolph? So it's all about what they go turn it into based on what we done made. But it's like, okay, you got people like XXX was great, was brilliant. You got people like Juice WRLD. The people inspired by him, what are they gonna turn into? And it's like, if they had beautiful music, then I don't feel bad about the future of hip hop. If we just want to call all of the rap in general hip hop, and all of these umbrellas, different umbrellas that's under hip hop, we could do that. But I don't feel like it's a bad trajectory. I just feel like people are stubborn, and it's just like our parents were stubborn, and they stubborn, and we. To a degree, to our kids, we gonna be stubborn, but like we're not gonna want to hear that. Like my daughter be listening to K-pop.
K-pop, yeah.
It's a song. I like it like that. She plays just something like she know the dance moves and everything, and she be speaking a whole nother language to sing the song. And she can't speak that language, but she can speak it to the song, to sing the song. So it's just like if my daughter start doing music. That influence mixed with what she hear from me, mixed with what she hear from her mama or she hear from her grandmama, what are they gonna turn it into? So it's like, I don't feel like it's bad music. I feel like people just have a preference.
Yeah.
Like I don't listen to Rod Wave like that, even though I know he a good artist, because it's just like I grew up in the age of Zero. Well, I need Rod Wave. I got a million Zero songs that I love, and just for the record, like Zero is the most underrated Texas artist when it comes to publicly being spoken about. Because when you ask any rapper, any interview or none, they never say, "Oh, Zero, that nigga." He was singing and rapping. Like he made us. He said, "I hate you, bitch," and it was okay to say, "I hate you, bitch."
Yeah,
I feel like Zero don't even get the deserve.
He had a lot
the credit he deserved. I'm sorry.
He had a lock on the South because I still remember that. I was in middle school whenever I really found out about Zero and the music that he was dropping and stuff like that, and it was like everybody.
Matches is baby H-Town, bro. Like we had the Serve, we had the Screw music, they had the Donks. Motherfuckers had dating, switch, all type of shit. We a baby H-Town niggas gonna be playing some Zero. This is my world. Zero, king of the ghetto. Like that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, culture. Like I say, it'll never feel like that again. Like they need to give Zero his flowers, man. Like. Don't ever sleep on Zero, bro. And that need to be a real too. And y'all need to tag Zero in this shit. Like somebody need to give him a flower. Like even Drake, like bro, you can't tell me Drake never heard Zero. When have you ever heard Drake shout out Zero? But he'll shout out everybody else in Houston.
Yeah.
Even people from Houston. I don't know if Zero just unlikable, but music wise, even people I don't like I gotta give him the credit.
But even I feel like he's more of a it's kind of like the J. Cole effect.
You can get some more of this shit. I know it tastes like water. Like we say, it ain't as much as 1942, but this shit definitely smooth.
If you know type shit. Now, but I feel like Zero is kind of like the J. Cole effect. He makes dope ass music, but he's not the type to be like, oh, I need to be front stage, this and that. Like he's just
he got a niche that people appreciate.
Yeah,
I know people who like one of my She Filipino. She had Filipino. I had to think because I got a few Asian friends. I ain't want to because the boy people get like
yeah.
So she she fuck with Zero a long way.
Wow.
She fuck with Zero a long way. A lot of people I know fuck with Zero, but
yeah,
it's a thing that I know is like when people talk about greats from Houston, they never say Zero name.
Yeah.
I be like, this shit so offensive, bro.
Nah, yeah.
Zero done help me get through some shit.
Oh yeah, that pain music for sure, but it's crazy.
Real shit. Unlike my homies, cause they phony than a motherfucker. Even my bra, cause she might be fucking some other brother. Lord knows, I couldn't take it if I found out. Huh?
Fuck, man.
Like that. See what I'm saying? That touch your soul. A nigga from where we from would never say Biggie better than Zero. It's just cultural wise. Like in New York, they could feel that because in the South, nigga, we got trap houses. We not really just standing on the corner hustling.
Yeah.
That's some up north, some New York, Philly, Jersey type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas ain't, you might got a block that you own in a neighborhood, but bro, you in front of a house, bro. You gotta come to the house. You gotta come in the house or in the trap or whatever your little setup is, bro. Like, so it's a lot of stuff that people just in certain areas can't relate to. Like, I like Draco the Ruler, and he was a different type of rapper from California, but I could appreciate the music. It's like I could believe I believe, you know what I'm saying? Like it sound.
Draco had a crazy flow. Like it was kind of.
It was unorthodox.
Unorthodox. That's the word.
He'll say shit that you be like, damn, you know. He didn't say identify yourself as you a bitch or you a hoe. Like he telling you to identify yourself. Like which one you want to be. Like type shit. Like I was sad when Draco got killed.
Nah, yeah, and I feel like he was the one that was really taking Cali to the
man. He was, and people don't know. People don't know. I really fuck with him.
Some of the artists popping right now, you could tell they kind of bit off or like are using some of that.
They definitely do it. I won't do a song though. I'm gonna do a song. I'm probably gonna name it Draco Flow.
Damn.
And see, like I say, how I come up with a song in my head, I be like, I say paint your block red with the Draco Flow. With all this fucking money, I can't chase no hoe. You know what I'm saying? And it'll just be stuck in my head.
Now you got it.
Till I hit the right beat, and I just remember, put it together, and then it'll be a song. Like I just don't force the music. It's whatever.
Nah, that's dope though. Like I feel like that's better for you creatively. You don't feel that pressure of like I have to.
Yeah, cause I think it used to be like I gotta have a club song. I gotta have this. I gotta have that. And then it's just like, nah. I'm a vibe. I'm still gonna send certain songs to certain people, get feedback and shit. But that's just like, nah, I'm a vibe. I feel like you start making the music for you with the understanding that to a degree it has to be likable to at least some audience. And it's cool. But I feel like you go in there, bitch, you like, it's like, okay, like a lot of the female rappers. I'm glad that female rappers is like getting their recognition. But
so many coming up.
But I'm saying more so the local female rappers. You can't go on in there and search Meg Thee Stallion type beat. Cause then you gonna end up rapping just like her on a beat and nobody gonna give a fuck cause you not her.
Yeah.
You can't say Cardi B type. Like you gotta like find yourself and find a niche. Like, and I feel like it's great female rappers that females never talk about. Like I would never listen to a Megan Thee Stallion album again. Like, and I don't know, hey, shit just like it ain't my cup of tea.
Yeah.
But I go listen to a Rhapsody album. I go listen to Layla Wisdom. I could listen that shit and just let it play, because it's not nobody. It's like it's the art of the music that she making instead of like the shock value.
And like you said, they have their niche too. Like it's not like they're making the songs for us type shit. Even though if we fuck it, we'll fuck with it. But
no, they go still be rich and successful.
Yeah.
They still got talent, but it's just like when other girls, there's local rappers trying to emulate this,
it doesn't work out.
She already exists.
Yeah.
Now create your own identity. You see what I'm saying? And sometimes I run across some female, I was like, damn, like I like how she put the video together. I like how she carrying herself. Then a lot of times it's just like,
you see the imitation.
Like it ain't that the song suck or no shit. It's just like, it's not the vibes. It's like, I feel like when I look at a female rapper, especially if she pretty, as a man, I should feel something. I should feel like at least like, yeah, man, I want to like, I'd like to meet her or some shit. But if I'm looking at a beautiful ass woman and all I'm thinking about is Why is she acting like that? And why is this the persona that she, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that ain't all of them. It's a lot of women that just be on some deep or just on some rap shit. But I feel like what get the most recognition is like shock value. And it's like, who do you have? Like, who are these women looking up to as far as rappers? Like, you got to think even a lot of these women who rapping looking up to the trapper rappers.
Yeah.
It's like.
Do you feel like that's also kind of in the sense of on the guy side as well with the movement of the gangster rap? How like you have people that never been in the streets. They see how the drug dealer or like the street person is moving, and they'll rap about it. But that's because like you said, the shock value is there.
Yeah,
you know, the mainstream likes to push the gangster rap, just how they like to push a certain narrative with the girl rap.
I think you just gotta use logic, and when I say that, I say logic just because of the simple fact. I could say I'm riding through the hood strapped up and I'm ready. If somebody out of line, chop them up just like spaghetti. I don't have to be a gangster to feel like that or do that. I could be riding through the hood and be a regular civilian, a nerd or whatever, and have a gun and really be ready. And if somebody try me, really chop them up like spaghetti. It's just that when I say it, they go directly tied to somebody who bout their life and do that shit. They not gonna think, oh, it's possible for a regular civilian to feel like that.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of what the shit is at the end of the day. Like, okay, yeah, I said some shit and it sound gangster because I'm rapping and I'm saying it in a gangster way. But it's just reality. I'm strapped up and I'm ready. Do that mean I'm necessarily a street nigga because I'm strapped up and I'm ready?
No, hell no. Especially here in Texas, man. Everybody's strapped up and ready.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially
strapped
here.
up and ready. With extra bullets and everything. That's the case.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So even when I go to Kroger, like I said on that podcast, like, I got that bitch. I go to work, I got that bitch. Like, I'm not about to be a victim. You're not about to catch me going to get some motherfucking cotton candy flavor grapes and just take me out in the cotton candy flavor grape section with pink hair, and then these niggas be talking about me when I'm dead and you killed all these people in the store. No, I'm gonna blast your weak ass.
Just say, you ain't putting me in a pack, bro.
No, you ain't smoking me until they actually smoking me, because I told you know, as I told you, my grandmama lost her brother and shit, and she was like, how you feel about cremation? I was like, shit, I want them to cremate part of my body, put it in the soil, make a fire ass weed strain, and just smoke that shit forever. Like, I'm that nigga. Like, I ain't care about that.
Yeah.
But
for the meantime, right now, you ain't trying to get to that point yet.
Man, hell no. I'm living, nigga. I'm gonna be live. When I turn 90, I'm robbing a bank.
Shit.
And if I get away on rich, if I don't, fuck it, I did it all.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel like people, once they get to that age, bro, they just don't give a fuck anymore, right?
No, I be running across so many senile people, bro. Like, old people, I just be having to tell myself, like, bro, they just don't give a fuck. They just, I don't know, man. But I'm a little bit more tolerable nowadays. I used to have bad temper problems. I used to be real snappy. Now I kind of just chill.
Was that just with growth as a person, or what got you to this point?
Growth as a person, changing your settings, like having a certain shock, just being shocked by the different cultures and how things go or how people really are. It's like you can have a certain perception about something and then you just realize, oh, it really ain't that. It's like when I first came here, one of my jobs, I was like doing some video. Well, actually, it wasn't like a job. I was just kind of working there for DJ Don Perignon, that you know, for 97.9 The Beat. Yeah. And I was doing some camera work for him a couple of times because I knew him through my friend. My friend was more on his church thing, so he didn't really want to be in the strip club. I was like, I shoot the footage. I'm in a strip club, and then you think, okay, it's a strip club. It's getting they getting money, they getting over. But I met so many different personalities in the strip club. This girl really scarred and hurt from life, and she just you could tell this girl really about her money, and she just want the money and she gone.
Yeah.
This girl really here selling pussy on the side, and she doing it because she whatever reason. So it's like you can't even just look at a stripper and be like, she a stripper, so she this, she that. Man, it be some real motherfuckers like. they come from the strip club and then they get to a point, you gotta respect it. Yeah, Sierra Rich, one of them. I remember when Sierra Rich was working at Cabaret North. Then she got to a bigger place. Then she did her time. Then she came back and she got her followers and she looked good and living life and stuff like that. And she come from there, but she wasn't in that bitch like a person with some bird brains and nothing. Like, she about her grind. You can tell she took all this shit serious. So it's just like, you can't just look at something like just like hip hop, this culture, this group of people, and just feel like that one person represent everybody, because it's all type of people, bro. Like, it's communities to this shit. Like, any party I ever went to, and then been a black party, it's like, okay, who bringing the liquor? Okay, what we bringing? Any Hispanic party I went to, the whole counter lined up with fucking Patron, Don Julio. The beers is Dos Equis, Modelo, Negro Modelo, the dark Modelo, Tecantes, the blue, and the red edition. Like, and it's like, oh, y'all don't never trip about who paying for this and paying for that. But it's like y'all got structure as a community. Like, even in jail, it was structure. Like, y'all was on each other's ass. It's like, I feel like my community is just so lenient. Like, we so accepting. Like, we let people take from our culture so much.
How do you feel about that? Because I've had conversations with my friends who are from the African American community, black community, how there's so many people that move to either your community or even like infiltrate the culture, and really like,
we so inviting of it.
You're so accepting of it. Cause even me, like, I'm a pretty much a guest in hip hop because it's you know, black culture, but it's
allegedly.
But
cause do we really just like, you know, we say, oh, it started in New York, but I've been hearing like they say, no, it started in Jamaica. So like, it's always something like we really don't know. But okay, for the most part, it is our culture.
And you know, I've had oh yeah, man, you know, let's do this podcast, let's do that. Yeah. Like, it hasn't been like,
it's because we don't have identity. Name a Hispanic food franchise.
A Hispanic food franchise?
They say like Mexican food, Hispanic food.
Like actual Hispanic, or like, on some like Taco Bell shit?
No, I'm just, you know, just take Taco Bell out of just, okay, you can say Taco Cabana or some shit.
Yeah. You know, we know it's Hispanic.
Yeah. Name a black one.
Damn.
We don't have no identity, bro.
Yeah.
They told us we African Americans. The Africans told us, nah, nigga, you ain't us.
I've seen that.
You see what I'm saying?
How like Africans, they won't mix as much.
Yeah, no.
With
I don't even want to go out on tangent. I'm just trying to be a little bit more contained with this podcast. But nah, bro, we don't have any identity. Like, they just made a movie about Elvis. Elvis got his swag and his drip from us.
Yeah.
And they go crucify R. Kelly, but didn't Elvis marry like a 13-year-old or some shit like that?
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is with black folks. I don't know why they combat everything we say and what we do. But that's why a lot of this music that people making, that's why a lot of the crime and the stuff that people using and creating music is coming from. It's because they so combative. You know, like, if I tell people how I feel as a black man, they always tell me why I shouldn't feel that way, why I'm wrong. I never hear, why do you feel like that?
Yeah.
I never hear somebody try to seek the understanding. They always, when we said Black Lives Matter, what did the world say? All lives matter.
Yeah.
When the Asian people say, stop Asian hate, what did the world say?
Stop Asian hate.
They ain't say stop all hate. So why is it when we do something, when we try to come on, they gave the slave owners reparations and we still can't get reparations?
Yeah. Do you feel like,
come on,
they're threatened for the potential that you have as a community? In the sense that,
yes, I was just talking about this shit before I came here to my partner.
Explain that to me.
Okay, like,
because I feel like yes as well, but I want to get your take.
Okay, I'm not a homophobic person.
Okay.
Live your life, do what you do.
Yeah.
All of this shit.
I don't give a fuck.
You gonna have to make this a real right here because this gonna be a thing. P Valley, okay. P Valley been taking this gay stuff too far. The first thing the women ask is, well, what's different between women having sex with each other and kissing each other? It's because we actually seen that before. I done seen women have sex with each other, kiss each other in public. I have never seen two gangster ass black gay dudes do the gayest stuff ever. I done seen gay dudes. Yeah. I done seen gay dudes be close in public at restaurants and here and there. You see these things.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a dude with teardrops kiss another dude with face tattoos?
No.
The most gangsters, you never seen it. So if you think about name a Hispanic show that show a bunch of gay stuff.
Oh no, bro! Hispanics, we're some of the most homophobic motherfuckers out here.
But listen, but it exists in the community to a degree.
Yeah.
But can you name a show?
I can't name a show.
You can name a million black shows where they just promoting this. And my thing is, when you think about the abortion, all this other stuff, they don't want us to have more black men being created. If we could promote y'all being gay and y'all not reproducing, first of all, y'all already produce more women than men anyway. It's way more black women than it is black men. It's way more women in general in the world than men anyway. So, to a degree, like, we go show you this. Like, I can name a million black shows in movies. I could probably only name Brokeback Mountain for white folks. That was like the only one. and Heath Ledger ended up dying, overdosing, and all of this stuff. But it seemed like only with our community, people so combative, people so like, they like, I'm gonna steal what I like from y'all, but then it's just like when people say, I hate when I hear white folks say, bye Felicia. And then I ask them what movie that's from, and they don't fucking know.
They think it's from the internet. It just came out from the
internet.
They
don't know. Yep. They just know the phrase. And to me, that's just like, man, come on, man. But you know, what do I know, right?
Nah, I feel you, because I feel like, you know, they are threatened in the sense of the potential that you do have as a community. You know, we've seen it, how, you know, there's certain aspects of life that the black community has kind of gone into, and they dominated that aspect.
Yeah.
You know, we see it from sports. We see it from there's the entertainment. Yeah. You know, now, like I said, it seems like the other communities, they kind of are threatened for the potential of you coming in and dominating their certain world.
But why do it have to be dominated if we all American and we all in America? Like, why it gotta be?
That's what I'm saying.
Why
Like,
are you so afraid of us? Like, come on, bro. Like,
that's what I'm saying. I don't know where the fear comes from, but that's what I see. How, like,
I don't think it's fear of us necessarily. I think it's fear of what people conditioned to do and they lifestyle being, you know what I'm saying? Like, think about all the white people who still are racist, right? Mm-hmm. And think about when they go on vacation. And a nigga like me, I'm on the same vacation. I'm smoking weed. I don't give a fuck. Can't nobody like me. I don't care. I'm out here. Yeah. I'm doing whatever on the same vacation. Think about how they feel to them, the hate.
Like, what the fuck is he doing?
They may not even necessarily hate me, but it's just the comfortability, like the comfort zone. It's like, yeah, it's cool to have a roommate, but it's cool to be able to just fuck on the couch whenever I want to and not have to worry about nobody walking in, too. Yeah. So I think, like, a lot of it is just conditioning. So, like, even the kids who not necessarily racist, they seem to be that because they just used to a certain way of doing things. They associate a certain things with certain people and certain groups, like, you know what I mean? Like,
conditioning.
I didn't know what chorizo was till I dated a Salvadorian chick. Like, I didn't know. I was like,
oh, that's
okay. So you want me to put in the eggs too? Like, like I didn't know that.
How does this shit work?
Real shit. And then you find out, you know. It's whatever.
No, but for sure, like, the black community, I feel like is the most accepting in the sense of, you know, whether it be music, entertainment, you know, anything is kind of like, oh yeah, bro, you cool here, like, type shit. You know, you show love, they'll show love back. While other communities, it's more standoffish. You know.
Oh yeah, bro. even the Salvadorian girl when she brought me home, she had to act like I was her friend real quick. They was looking like, what the fuck? And I don't know no Spanish. I can't even fake like I'm part Hispanic.
Yeah. They saw you there, like, ain't no.
I can't even fake it. Like I'm just like fresh from Mississippi. But I got love for her. Shout out to her though. Like she really showed me a lot of stuff and really like.
But it's dope to see also the upcoming generations how there's more, accepting. Especially because, like, for me, like, the second and third generation Mexicans were way less racist. We're way less standoffish. And we see people as, like, like I said, I grew up in a poor community. So I just saw people as, man, we're all in here, bro.
Yeah, we all here together.
We're here together, bro.
But that's because the older people come from Mexico and all that. They upbringing was different. You grew up here. You went to school with black folks.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You live in the neighborhood with black folks. Yep. You done probably had to fight with them.
Play basketball with them.
Basketball.
Shooting everything out here and
that's
shit.
why I was telling the last podcast, he said the N-word, he slipped. I was like, oh, it's okay. Fat Joe say the N-word. He was like, Fat Joe ain't Hispanic. I was like, Fat Joe is his, he definitely Hispanic, bro. Like, it's okay because it's from the same ilk. It's like, I never heard a Hispanic person use the N-word to offend me. Yeah. See, that's the difference. Yeah.
Or the ER, bro? Huh? Or the ER ones? That's like, whoa.
But I've never heard a Hispanic person ever use that in that way. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I get you.
But I can't say that for everybody, every other race. You know what I'm saying?
I get you. Because, like, at the end of the day, you got to be courteous of other people. Yeah. And then, like you said, depending on how you came up with certain
like
people.
Logic, he understand he look white. So he understand it's in his best interest to not say the word. But technically he could say the word and be like, man, fuck y'all niggas. Yeah. Like technically he could, because he had black. And if you
he's shown pictures of his dad as straight regular black dude.
If you any drop of black, you black. Basically. And I've advised all of the black people to identify as black, because when they do come around to this reparation shit, I hope y'all qualify. I know I qualify.
That's true though, because like that's one of the factors with that, right? Reparations, how
you qualify?
There's some people
you have to be directly. I'm from Natchez, Mississippi.
No,
everybody where I'm from should qualify.
But they don't want people to like say that they come from a certain part of Africa or Jamaica or certain things. Like their family wasn't really actually born here.
I could pull it up, bro.
The lineage it goes back.
I am the direct descendant of an African king. Well, he was a prince, an African prince, and he was a slave in Mississippi. Last name Foster. Slave owner last name was Foster. That's where the Foster come from. Yeah. I got my proof. I'm just waiting for him to Just gonna give me that check.
What do you think? Yeah, what do you think about the bullshit that they want to do, like tax credit or education instead of just actual cash?
Because education is like, okay, I know I went to college. I went there for some years. It was okay. I didn't do what I wanted to do. Yeah, I still make more than a lot of people who went to college and got a degree. Bro. So you want to promise me some shit that how you know I want that?
That's facts.
And how much do a degree cost actually? What if I wanted to go to Yale? Then how much is that a month? Oh, you can afford to give me free education to Yale for 4 years? John, just give me the money. Give me the money so I can put some shit up for my kids, so I could build some shit for my kids. Yeah. Like, bro, y'all gave the slave owners reparations. Like, well, we know y'all lost y'all slaves and it was hard for y'all. So it's just, how you ain't gonna get a direct descendant of goddamn.
Nah, that's facts. I'm all for reparations. And like you said, being able to trace back the lineage, because I don't want people to bullshit and talk about like, I came here 5 years ago to the U.S. and you get a piece of the pie.
That's when they gonna start putting that permanent record that schools always used to talk about when you was little. They gonna be like, nah, what he check black every time?
Yeah, because I think the census
I check black every time.
Or I think the census was from 1880 something. And that's whenever you could trace it back to who was really out here. Yeah. If your family descendants are not from there, bro, like, At the end of the day, it's like you said, the people who are descendants of slaves who built pretty much the U.S. You know, they should be the ones that get the reparations, because we've seen Japanese people get it. We've seen some Irish.
I ain't know they gave Japanese people reparations.
For I
just learned some shit. Bro. Like
for the concentration camps in California and stuff like that.
Damn, like, they had hold on. Yeah, I'm normally well versed in history. I have never heard this.
Yeah,
shit
like in the 1920s or something like that.
God damn.
Or was it like 1930 something? Somewhere around the time whenever we were at war and shit like that, bro. Like they gave Japanese people, or close to the 1940s, I should say, because that's whenever we were at war and this and that. Bro, they even gave Japanese people, Irish from the 1920s for the railroads and stuff like that. Like, bro, lots of people have gotten it. I mean, even recently, Ukraine, bro, they send billions of dollars over there to Ukraine.
Exactly.
Right? So I'm like, I feel like the money's not the issue. And, you know, we should work out a plan to trace back the descendants of slaves, give them cash reparations instead of all the bullshit tax breaks.
Can I ask a personal question?
Go ahead.
Would you vote for Joe Biden again?
Hell no.
Okay.
Kanye for president.
Well, no, I don't want Kanye in there. Kanye will be in that bitch like...
Kanye, what, boy?
No. Real shit. Kanye will be in that bitch like, Kim, I start a new
Take me back.
Send me Pete Davidson and that'll buy you 2 hours. Nah, we don't need Kanye.
No, Kanye funny motherfucker.
Now, when The Rock said he would run for president, I was like, nah, The Rock, I don't know. I kind of fuck with The Rock, though. Like,
he always does the right moves. You know, he knows.
And all of the political people listening probably right now going to probably be like, The Rock. It's like, that's what's wrong with America. Like, nah, like.
Yeah, but.
Lying to us is what's wrong with America, goddamn.
Exactly.
It's crazy. Like, now, I definitely, like... I'm that type of person. I'm gonna go vote, but I'm gonna write in who I want to write in. I wrote in Bernie Sanders' name,
Bernie,
like the last couple times.
Feel the burn.
I don't agree with everything, but I feel like he's the most well-rounded. Like
he's the most real too. He'll say it how it is. That's why I feel like the Democrats fucked them over, going with first time Hillary and then again with Biden. They kind of told him like, hey.
Yeah,
you know,
but even when Trump was going against Hillary, it's like if you really read them emails and shit and know what the fuck they got going, like you probably didn't want Hillary to be president. I mean, that,
you know, every government's the biggest gang in their country. You know, I've seen it with Mexico, and we see it here with the U.S. If they want to say something, bro, and they want to put it, they don't give a fuck how many guns you have, how many this and that you have. If these motherfuckers want you to do something, they'll do it. You know?
I think they want to come for our guns. But I be seeing representation. See, I see a lot of representation nowadays. You see a lot of people wearing NRA hats. I was like, damn, when y'all started wearing hats? Like, what y'all got going? Like, what's about to go down? Like, type shit. Like, I was like, damn, wait, hold on. Like, I didn't even know y'all had fucking hats.
Where the fuck they selling them at? What the hell?
Real shit. I'm like, hold on, what y'all got popping out there? Well, I said, I got to keep this motherfucker with me everywhere I go. Like, I never want my daughter looking down at me.
Nah, yeah. It's better to be caught with it than without it type shit, you know?
Man, my shit legal. I'm gonna bring your ass legally. I'm gonna act scared and everything. I was scared to death. I fear for my life. I fear for my life, bro. Like, I'm scared. Like, it's scared ass nigga that go shoot the fuck out of you. Like, real shit.
Yeah, man. That's how it has to be, man. That's how it has to be. At the end of the day, you gotta protect yourself. You know, especially you as a father, you have a daughter, man.
Yeah.
You know, we talked about off camera how your dad died at a young age.
Yeah, 24.
You want to be there for your daughter and see all the great things she's going to accomplish, you know?
Yeah. My daughter amazing.
Did that ever change you in the sense of artist? Whenever she, the older that she got, were you ever more conscious of like, the music?
It did change, but it didn't change in a direction. It changed because when you have a kid, like you gotta understand, like I would literally be in the projects in Hattiesburg. This ain't my hometown. That's why I was going to school. I would literally be in the projects in Hattiesburg with my boy PT, like all kind of shit popping, all kind of shit going on.
Yeah.
But it's like then I had a kid, and it's like I can't be out here no more.
It's different now.
it changed. And when that changed, then it elevates your mind. And when your mind elevated, when you make the music, it's gonna evolve you. It's gonna make you evolve as an artist anyway. But it was like I had to tell myself, if I can't go there, my daughter be comfortable. So then that's when I start going to my boy. I pull up on my other friend's house. They got kids and people similar to her age. Where I know, hey, ain't nothing popping off, ain't nothing illegal going on, nothing. But you gotta understand, like, it's a lot of people who don't give a fuck about that. They go sell dope at the same house they newborn stay at and not care about nothing.
Yeah.
And to me, like, that shit, that ain't G.
Yeah, these motherfuckers are so dope to their family members, knowing that they're killing them, type shit. So,
yeah, but then I mean, I know people who done did that before, but then it's like I can't even judge them because it's like at least your shit ain't cooked with nothing that's gonna kill them.
Yeah,
I'd
rather you get it from me.
They gonna do it anyway. You know I'm gonna have to take this money and probably help you out in some way anyway. So and I ain't saying that it's right, but I'm just saying like.
There's a little bit more positive to it in the sense of, like you said, it'll be cleaner.
Cause this fentanyl shit, bro, like,
just this.
I'm an occasional lean sipper.
Yeah.
Like I have my moments. Like I buy a paint. When I sip the paint, I might not sip nothing for like 6 months, 7 months.
Yeah.
Some shit like that. But I be scared now, bro. Like if this shit ain't come directly from no doctor or no shit, like I don't even want it because I'm so scared, bro. If I die from fentanyl, bro, I'd be the maddest ghost ever. I'm hunting all of my ops. Like, bitch, this fucking fentanyl shit to kill me. And I'm up here.
I just want to fucking enjoy the day. Just sipping.
Man, y'all got me up here with all these other drug addict rappers that done died. Man, these niggas depressed and shit. I'm trying to turn up.
Nah, but that's true, bro. Like the fentanyl shit is crazy how like so much or such a little amount could fucking take
I heard
you
about
out.
a baby touching it and dying.
It was like, wow, man.
That shit crazy.
Man,
your kid could touch something. Just imagine like a kid getting in their parents' shit, bringing it to school, and your kid touch it or some shit. Man. Think it's makeup or any fucking thing other than what it actually is. Like
next thing you know.
Boy, man, I promise, man. And see, that's what I was telling you about fatherhood. Like, that shit just turn you. You never thought hurting somebody in the worst way until you just think about somebody doing something to your fucking kids. Just out of line. Like, yeah. And that's essentially like having my daughter. Yeah, it changed me. It changed the music. But it's always used to be people who used to be like, when you gonna make a song for it, it's like that shit got come natural. Like I can't just be like, let me make a song for my daughter and just. But I definitely mentioned her. I know it was one of them. I said, thinking about that fateful night, I could have died easy, but God kept me around because He know Aubrielle need me.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I say shit like that, but then I don't be like, I hadn't made like a direct song. But I did think about redoing Eminem's Haley song.
Fit it into her.
Yeah. I thought about that.
Hey man, like you said, it'll come natural at the end of the day. You know.
Yeah, I don't force the music. I don't force the music.
What would you say is your biggest accomplishment with the music that you look back and you're just like, damn, I can't believe I did that. Whether it be a show, a feature, a song, what's your biggest accomplishment?
Biggest accomplishment with the music
up to this point.
I want to say when the first time one of my songs, my videos got over like 10,000 views.
Damn.
And it was like.
That's a pretty wild feeling because even with me, like with the pod, just like thinking of there's people that took time to freaking check this shit out. Like, wow.
It really hit me. It's like, damn. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, I don't even know 10,000 people where I'm from or 10,000 people where I went to school. Damn. Or 10,000 people in Texas. And all together from all them three places, I don't know 10,000 people. But 10,000 people watch this shit. It's like, and I wouldn't even say that's an accomplishment. I just say it's just a gauge to feel like, okay, so I got to some degree, I got people tuned in.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I don't think, but as an artist, accomplishment, I would say my accomplishment when I dropped my album, It Ain't Safe. It's because it took 5 more years. Like I went like 5-6 years without dropping no music. I was kind of like doing stuff here and there, doing remixing stuff here and there, dissing people here and there, all that shit.
Yeah.
And it's like I ain't put out no music, but when I drop It Ain't Safe, it's like I had so much to say that when you go back and listen to that album, it's kind of hard to top that album nowadays because it's just like I'm all everywhere on that bitch. Like I'm just, to me, like dropping it and people being able to Google me and or go to Spotify and type me in, and I'm just there already. Like that to me, that was like one of the biggest accomplishments. It's like it's showing me, okay, you keep going, keep grinding, keep doing it, because a lot of people look at rappers and people who got dreams like they be talking down. I see a lot of memes about, hey, your friend and he still rapping and he this and that, and it be a lot of the women like they be talking down on niggas who be rapping. Like I be like, that shit ain't cool, like, because
I feel like that's always people that didn't chase their dreams. A lot of them.
Well, no, I just feel like it's just a negative. Like if I like now, well, I ain't gonna say now because I don't really be in the mix like talking about. But at a certain point, I'd be like, I don't even want to tell a girl I'm a rapper because it's like it's already.
Oh, they give
you got hoes, or you like move like this, you do this, you do this. Like, I don't even want to say it because that's what you think. So it'll have to be like somebody will say, or I have to be playing a song, they be like, that kind of sound like you, and some shit like that. Like,
what?
It don't never be like, I just want to tell you, like, I'm a rapper, because it's a negative connotation. I see memes and people put posts up all the time, like, why niggas still rapping? Why niggas still doing this? Why? But then you don't hear me asking, like, why y'all bitches still trying to do hair? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, why y'all trying to still have these online boutiques? And why y'all want to support y'all? But, like, I'm rapping. Like, you don't know who I'm helping. You don't know what this rapping doing to me. And you just want to discourage a nigga. But if a man got online and discourage women from doing whatever they want to do, anything they want to do, bro, they go get on nigga ass, bro. It's double standard with a lot of this shit, though.
Nah, that's true.
But I most of the niggas I know that rap, they work, they got somewhere to stay, they kids okay. I can't say that for every girl that do hair, got an online boutique or etc. Whatever the fuck they want to do, like. So I don't know. Like I feel like it's just a negative connotation. Like when you say, "Yo, I'm a rapper," they're like, "Oh yeah, everybody's a rapper." Yeah, but a girl could say, "I'm a bad bitch." Yeah, everybody's a bad bitch. A nigga could say, like, "I'm you know what I'm saying? I'm a CEO." Yeah, everybody's a CEO.
Yeah.
Nobody care. Like it's about what you can show people. Like your actions always speak loud. It's like, okay, I said this, but what did I do? Yeah, I follow through every time. So I don't fuck. Like,
no, that's true. That it seems like with the rise of so many more artists, you know, like you said, the negative connotation of whenever you tell people, "Oh yeah, I rap," they're just like,
yeah,
you're one of those or something like that, you know. Or like I've seen, like you said, on Twitter, I've seen the whole like, so many rappers, we need more of this, you know, we need more of this. But like you said, there's a lot of rappers that I've met doing the podcast for about 2 years. They have their shit together. They have their shit together. They work. They take care of the kids.
But did I come here and try to negotiate?
Nah. You straight business.
Straight business.
Yeah.
I don't come try to negotiate nothing, and I can understand it. Nah, if I'm at the Arab store and you trying to tell me a bong or some shit, I'm negotiating. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day when you would go to the mall, back in the day when you gotta have the fake jewels and shit, you like, nigga, I'm negotiating. That ain't real. That's gold plated. Like, you might get. They
always hit 30, you with the, come on, buddy. Come on, buddy.
Like,
come on,
bruh. I used to, I promise I have 30 in my pocket, and I'd be like, I go and act like I went got the money from somebody just to be convincing. Like, just cause when I come back, bitch, you better not play with me. Like, you better give me this shit at a good lick type shit. But
yeah, I get you. And you know, it's like you said, at the end of the day, if you're set and the people around you that you're taking care of are good, like, you know, what's the big problem type shit.
Then that's why I don't understand why people be so mad about everything or so tense. I was like, bro, life good. Like, everybody got the opportunity to do shit. No matter what kind of disadvantage you have, everybody could have went to school and did good at school.
Yeah.
And got good grades and excelled in school and got a degree. I mean, they got what is the word I'm trying to say? A scholarship to get a degree, to get a career. We all had the opportunity. So, like, at the end of the day, like, I don't understand, like, of course it's set up for us not to win, but it's like you want to be a victim or you want to make this shit happen. And I just like, I can't be a victim. My dad was a victim. My mama was a victim.
You gotta make it.
Her mama was a victim of society. Like, we all victims. I don't want to be no victim no more. I want to show people like you can go from sleeping in your car to sleeping in a car that's worth more than a house.
Damn. That's facts right there.
And not sleeping in the car that's worth more than the house because you gotta sleep in the car just because I'm so faded. I done been turned up all night. I'm about to sleep in this motherfucker.
Knock out this bitch.
Yeah, like it's different. Like, and that's the difference when it comes to like even the music, the authenticity of it. You know, we kind of been sipping. I gotta make sure I articulate this shit right. The authenticity of everything.
You had it.
Yeah. It's because it's coming from a real place. All this shit coming from a real place. Yeah. Like, I could tell you, a lot of shit people rap about, they never seen it, they never did it. You got people who got guns in their video that they never even shot the gun. In real life, they never even shot the gun.
They don't even know how to.
They not even old enough to go to the gun range and shoot that bitch themselves. And then you talk to somebody who like avidly, I got free coupons to the gun range. I know the owners. They give me free coupons to go to the gun range. I ain't got to pay that. I just go in that bitch and shoot when I want to shoot.
Damn.
And I ain't got no scope on my pistol, so I know how to shoot with it accurate. But it's like, I ain't necessarily against the rapper because I talk about certain shit. It's just like, I'm a man who got a daughter, who got shit to lose. So of course I'm going to shoot you if it comes down to it. Of course if it's a situation it's going to happen. That don't make me a thug. But I can't talk about it because I would do it.
Yeah.
Or I can't talk about the stuff I have done when I was younger and probably shouldn't have did, but it's okay. We all right. I ain't got no enemies. I ain't got nobody looking for me doing nothing. So,
yeah. Where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
Already rich, but helping a lot more people. See, where I want to get rich because I want to really go do missionary work. I want to go to these countries. Like, wait, hold on. What, they need water? No. Load the private jet with water and we just go take them some fucking water. I don't care about the politics. I just want the money to be able to help people. Like, I know a lot of people who need an opportunity, who need hope, who need something. It's just like, I remember pulling up to a gas station and I pulled up and the woman looked over at me. I was like, damn, she fucking mugging me. Fuck her. And then I was in my car getting my shit together. Then I looked over. I was like, she looking for me. She trying to count money to get gas. She got 3 kids in the back.
Damn.
So initially I'm looking at the situation like, yo, this motherfucker rude, looking at me all crazy and shit. Then I'm looking. So I go in the store and I got a conscience out the world. So I'm thinking to myself like, do what you can afford to do. That's what my mind telling me to do. So I gave her $50 and I said, give something to eat, get gas, get whatever you need. But she looked so shocked because I'm dressed up. You know what I'm saying? I'm dressed up how I'm dressed up. I'm smelling like weed because I know I've been smoking this dope. I'm smelling like weed, everything. And she cried. That shit made me cry because it's like she was so shocked that like I went over and gave her the money to. But it's like I saw the kids. I see you over here counting change. Fuck. It's fucked up out here. But I'm in a position I'm not fucked up. So 5 years, I want to be rich so I can help people, bro. Because, you know, I'm that type of nigga. I pull up the red light. It's a bum. And I'll give you some money. And I pull up at the second one. And I'm like, damn, I feel bad because I can't keep giving money because I can't just keep. Yeah. I may not even have actual cash on me to give you. But deep inside, it make me feel bad that I'm not able to help because I feel like God put us here to help each other. Yeah. So, like, that shit make me feel bad. I need to be rich. Like, because what I want to do, like, all I want to do right now is make more kids. I just want more kids. Like, all of the other shit, bro, like, be in these mansions, be in these forums, sleep with this type of chick, have this type of experience. I've already done this shit.
Yeah.
I just want the money to be able to help people. I want the money so I can tell my grandma what you want, where you want to live, what you want to do, what you want to get. But I'd be so scared to death, like, man, like, I'm gonna lose my grandma or some shit before I can actually give her what the fuck she deserve. Like, I don't want this shit for no selfish reasons. This bigger than me. I want to be able to leave my daughter something my daddy could never leave me. His daddy could never leave him. Like, this shit bigger than this shit. Like,
and that's dope, man. You know, at the end of the day, money is a tool. It enhances what type of person you are. Yeah. And like you said, if you're a given person, you're somebody who enjoys helping others, it's just going to enhance and push that message forward.
Yeah.
You know, and they've done studies of, like, in other countries, how they treat people with depression or certain ways that they feel. And they've noticed that, like, helping others has been the biggest factor to treat, like, how they feel about stuff.
It releases endorphins.
Yeah.
And see, that's what people don't know. You could do breathing exercises. People want to know why people do yoga. Because you're releasing certain things in your body that's naturally already there, that's built and designed to help get you through shit and make you feel better. And it's like, a lot of people don't understand. Like, I like mushrooms. But a lot of people think that's the craziest shit ever. They think you go see the devil himself, and it's not like that.
Nah. I love watching music videos on shrooms, man.
Man, I love shrooms, period. Do they fuck with your tear ducts?
Mm-mm.
Boy, it be having my tear. I guess because I be laughing and shit a lot.
Okay.
But have you ever, like, thought about something you never thought about on shrooms?
The last trip I had on shrooms, I did it by myself. It was it's crazy I'm saying this, but it was before my daughter was born, like literally like maybe a month before. Yeah. And I wanted to, like, a mental recheck on myself. You know, am I ready for this? You know, get myself into it, this and that.
Yeah.
Bro, I was, you know, the whole 9 yards of don't look in the mirror, don't do this. I was doing everything just to, like, get to that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? That different world.
No, but see, the thing about shrooms is people look at it. I had a girl, like, block me because she knew I do shrooms.
Really?
Like, she was in love with me, then she blocked me.
Damn.
Because that's like, God put weed and shrooms here for to help expand our mind, our emotions, and get in touch with ourselves. She's like, nigga, you crazy.
the stigma that comes with shrooms.
With shrooms, but
yeah,
shrooms have helped me dissect things.
That's a good word, dissect things. Yeah.
Emotionally that I've never really thought about. Like, I lost my grandmama and granddad in the same week. And I had to just keep living. I had to just keep going. And the shrooms helped me really in touch how I felt. And I realized, like, a lot of the anxiety I was getting was because, like, I lost my grandmama and granddad in the same week. And I never really thought about it. I just had to keep living.
You just can't, yeah.
You know, shrooms helped me think and dissect a lot of shit. But I ain't gonna lie to you, though. I did a DMT ritual too.
Oh, I have not tried DMT. How was that? What the fuck?
Man, the DMT ritual. I'm gonna tell you. You see, like, how I'm just, like, easy going, just like fucking now, cause I done seen it already. I done seen the other side. I know how I go. I did it with somebody who very trusted.
Yeah, you got to. With that.
Very trusted. He was he's a professional gentleman or whatever.
Yeah.
And he was there with me the whole time. And pretty much it do kill your ego. It make you understand that death ain't what you think it is. Life ain't what you think it is. You think you exist in this way, you exist in many ways. You ever wake up and feel like uneasy for no apparent reason? Like, everything good, the bills paid, the baby okay, the wife, but you feel uneasy.
Yeah.
That's because another version of yourself or another part of your soul is going through some shit. So it's like, when I did DMC, I realized a lot of shit. I learned years worth of knowledge in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Then I went back and got in my car and went did a cipher. I recorded a cipher, like, right afterwards. Like, but it's really like, you have to embrace being able to expand your mind and open your third eye. So I wouldn't recommend it to everybody, but I could say it did change my life. It changed my outlook. It changed my stress. It changed a lot of things about me. And it taught me a lot in the short time that I did it. And I'm going to tell you, whatever you think, whatever you see is, I have had my eyes closed and seen stuff way more vivid than we can see with our eyes open.
Fuck, man.
And that's a fact. That's a fact. I met other versions of myself. That's a fact. It showed me other versions of myself. Like this is what's going on over here. This is what's going on. I'm telling you. And people, and to most people, that shit sound crazy. They're like, nah, fuck.
I know what the fuck you talking about, bro.
Yeah, but for the people who
people have never experienced something, you know.
But it's like I understand, bro. Like I'm not the type. I would never pop a Percocet. I'm not doing no Viking. I'm not doing no methadone. None of that shit. But I smoke some weed. I eat some shrooms. I do some clean acid, and I do some. I do DMT rituals.
Yeah.
It ain't no regular everyday thing.
Oh hell.
Except the weed. I smoke weed every day.
Nah, yeah, but DMT acid, all that. No, it's not no regular shit.
DMT, you got like it's spiritual, and see that's what people don't understand. They call it the God. It is spiritual. Like if you not ready, you not embraced. Don't do that shit because
fuck you up, man.
I ain't gonna say it'll fuck you up, but it'll show you a side of yourself
that you
wasn't ready to see.
That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah, but them shrooms, shit, I done ate like I'm gonna tell you like I was getting these weak ass shrooms in Dallas.
Yeah,
paying out the ass for them.
Oh,
so I met this one guy, and he had this strain called Avery Albino. It's one of the newer strains, very strong.
Yeah,
I got it so cheap, I thought it was weak. I ate 5-6 grams because I thought it was weak. I was like, this shit's so cheap. It gotta be weak.
Yeah.
That shit normally take like 30 minutes to an hour to kick in. This shit kicked in like 6 minutes.
You felt that shit rush through.
I had gave my neighbor the gram he took. I looked over and was like, I'm sorry.
Damn.
And he's like, what you talking about? Like 5 minutes later, he's like, oh. He left, bro. His wife had to come back and get his shit.
Oh.
I'm in that bitch. That's the highest I ever been off shrooms. Because I didn't know that they was that strong. But even then, I ain't see no devils. I ain't see no dragon. I wasn't doing that shit Booster was doing. It was the only thing that's happened. My cousin was on the couch and he kept making him look like he was skinny at one point. Then at one point it looked like he was fat as fuck. Then at one point it looked like the couch was swallowing him. And like the flow was kind of moving and shit.
Yeah.
But like my feelings, my thoughts, my emotions, it was like it's like I could open up, like I could really dissect shit. Because I think when your mind normal, you have certain mental blocks that you don't even allow yourself to go and think about because you don't even want to have to think about it.
You just.
But when you on shrooms and it open up your mind, you're like, no, nigga, face this shit face to face and deal with this shit.
Damn.
So yeah. I fuck with it, dog. As you see, I'm normal. Like, people think you're crazy. Like I'm the mushroom, pink hair.
Nah, bro. I guarantee you, people that see this and they've done shrooms don't know what the fuck we talk about.
No, they gonna know. They gonna know.
So for you moving forward, what can we expect with the music? You know, whether it be a project, music videos. What's the plan moving forward for the rest of 2022? We're kind of halfway through the year. You know, what
I've learned not to count years because if you put yourself on a year time scale, you'll be out here just doing shit just for the hell of it. So what I will say is I do have an album. That bitch is really good. I'm working on it. I mean, really, I got enough to release an album, but I still like to work a little bit more. You expect top-notch videos, better than I ever shot, more better concepts and everything. I'm working on a movie script right now. I want to do something. I want to get back to the movies because rappers don't really be doing the movies, but I don't want it to be a rap movie. I don't want to be a thug movie. I want like I'm working on a psychological thriller. Like as far as in the terms of the movie, I want to do something that's never been done with this music thing and like the movie thing. I want to be able to use natural suspense instead of having to depend on special effects and having a certain budget. Just touch people in a natural, suspenseful way, in a way that's realistic. Like, so I'm working on that too. I also want to.
That's dope as fuck though. Like you said, even the movies, the rappers kind of have gotten away from that, and it's dope that you're doing that.
But it's because most rappers want to be tough guys, so it's like
too cool for it.
Now I gotta make a movie where I'm the tough guy, I'm the shooter, I'm the. Let's make a movie where I'm having a psychological breakdown and see how they go. Damn. You don't see that a lot.
Heck
so
nah.
yeah. So I'm working on a script for that. And you know, I already got people lined up to shoot that. Like I say, I'm about to up the videos. I'm thinking I'm about just up everything. The promotion, the videos, whatever, you know. I'm at Big Silk Foster on IG, Silk Foster Jr. on all streaming platforms. It's like, I'm not trying to force these people's hand. Like, it's like, I know I have genuine music that's from the heart, that's based on true events. So it's like, I'm just appreciative to be able to still be doing the music, doing the craft, doing the movies, doing everything else. Yeah.
Damn. So once it's all said and done, what is the legacy that you want to leave behind whenever they say Silk Foster Jr.?
Legacy I want to leave around. I want them to say that he gave me game, he gave me hope, he gave me motivation. Mm. That's why I want people to be able to say. I want people to understand a lot of what I say and a lot of what I do. It ain't for my self-security. I'm secure. It's for the people out there that I know that I have friends that just, no matter what you tell them, they sad, they hurt, they scarred from something. It ain't nothing you can say or do to help them out of their situation. Mm-hmm. So it's like, when it's all said and done, I hope my music can help some people out of them situations. Cause I know people in real life that I can't help, but I know people through the music that has told me how to help them. So I want to be somebody I want to be known as a giver. I don't want to be known as somebody who just done it, who just did the flashy shit. I did all that shit because I like it, because that's just my true nature. But I don't want to be remembered for that. I want to be remembered for all of the contributions that I'm making to this shit. Like all of everything, like the hard work, the dedication, it's all for to get to a certain point so I can help people, bro. If I'm too famous to go in public, I just pay somebody to make me a cosmetic mask that they don't recognize me.
Oh shit!
And I could go to the hood and be like, here, pay your bill. Here, do this. Here, do that. Here, do that. That's why I need to be rich. I don't need to be rich to be happy. I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? I got everything I want. All of the things people want to obtain, I have access to.
Yeah.
A lot of times having access is better than owning everything. People don't understand. These people
being able to do certain
being
shit.
able to do it is better than actually owning it. It's cool to be able to be like, hey, we go rent a yacht. But the maintenance to own a yacht is crazy.
Yeah.
You really want that stress? With a wife you gonna end up hating? And kids you gonna end up resenting?
Yeah.
I don't want to do it for that. I know right now my daughter love me. The people who need to love me love me. So it's like, when it's all said and done, as long as I got the respect from the people I care about, and as long as people can say I helped them, which even now, like, I help people. I look out for people. I can't help everybody. It be people hitting me up all the time. Be like, bro, I don't know how rich y'all think I am, but like I am on the come up still. I gotta make it. I got things to do, but I try my best to help people, bro. And I hate to be in a position where I can't help people. And all the people who ever helped me or help contribute to me, I never forgot it. I always keep that in my mind. So when I get the bag, I got the bag for you. But it's just like, I just want to be remembered as a giver, not a taker.
Damn, man.
Yeah.
That's dope. And I feel like just this small conversation with you, I could tell kind of the type of person that you are, in the sense of how you carry yourself, how you interact with others, how, like you said, you try to help as much as you can with others, and sooner or later it starts getting into play that you'll get to that point that you're able to help the world overall, because we see it so many times. Like I said, money it heightens who you are as a person, and so many people that they just do the right things and they're patient, they get to that point and they're able to fulfill their dreams like that.
But a lot of times you gotta think it's like the butterfly effect. I probably already helped the world. I probably met a 3-year-old little girl because my little girl was playing with her, and something sparked something I said or something I did spark something in her to be able to. But how you know she ain't gonna be the person to cure cancer or some shit?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, we all affect the world.
The connection that
I think most people minimize themselves. It's just like the person who's saying, "Why do my vote matter?" Because whether or not they respect what you said it. That's why it matter. That's why your vote matter. Of course, the electoral college go vote for who they want to vote for, even though you said this who you want to vote for. But if you never said it, they never been able to acknowledge that you said it, whether they disregard it after the fact or not. So it's like I say, this shit is bigger than all of us. Like, the biggest problem with music, like all these issues in music, like the Meg Thee Stallion and the Tory Lanez thing, it's like people don't know what to think.
Yep.
Cause it ain't no accountability. The reason why they is black against white, this person against that person, it's no accountability. Think about if everybody held themselves accountable, or we held people accountable for what the fuck they did. It'll be totally different.
It's so easy to blame others than to, like you said, take accountability and responsibility.
Bro, it's just like, bro, when my baby mama used to catch me trying to be on some more shit, I'd be like, okay, this is how I met her. I met her through this person. This is all we did. We did chill. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just go, like, it's the cat out the bag. But now people will take a lie to their grave just to save face. It's like, it's no honor. Even if you dishonored somebody in a situation, you retain your honor by your honesty. Like, and a lot of people, like, even to their grave, they were like, to her grave, Faith Evans will say she never fucked Tupac.
Yep.
But we know you fucked Tupac, bro. Like, but to her grave, she'll always say that she didn't. And then it'll be women on the sideline saying, well, how you know she did? Because all of the people who did interviews around Tupac say she was fucking with Tupac the long way. Mm-hmm. I know how it is to just fuck somebody. You think if I'm Tupac, I can't smash? You tell me Biggie can smash and I can't? I'm just saying, just thinking like I'm thinking from the perspective of Tupac.
Nah, I get you.
But they really say that Tupac was fucking with Faith before Biggie. And then they say, I've heard some reason they say Pac said that he told Biggie, like, you know, like, she ain't the one you supposed to be, like, you know. But not to take nothing away from her, because women have the power to sleep with whoever they want to and do whatever they want to, and there shouldn't be no shame in it. But it's only shame in the lies. Like, if Pac smash. Yeah. But she'll take that to her grave that he didn't. Whether it's the truth or not. Casey Anthony will take to her grave that she didn't do nothing to kill her baby. But we know that's some bullshit. OJ will take to his grave that this nigga did not do this shit. But we know it's some bullshit. It's like, if we know this, like, okay, like, but, you know, it's a different world. People don't, I don't think people use logic or context clues or any other shit we learned in school. Like, people went to school 13 years to graduate and not retain none of the information or none of the shit that they learned. It's like the people who say, oh, you talking white. You can't talk white. I'm using proper English that they taught me in school. You mean to tell me you went to school just to not learn and retain the information you learned?
He talking white.
No, but they say that shit. Yo, you talking white. You're using words like that. No, I'm speaking correct English. Like, I done heard people say they don't listen to Wiz Khalifa because he too proper. Like,
oh my God.
I'm smoking flavors. You know what I'm saying? Like, they like, this nigga too proper. Like I can't listen to him. He too proper when he rap. Like,
oh my God.
But I mean,
but it's so true. Like you said, it's so true at the end of the day. Yeah. But how could the people reach you, whether it be for a feature, whether it be for anything? Any last words that you want to let them know before we do head out?
Like I say, IG at Big Silk Foster, BIG Silk Foster. Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, really all of the platforms, Silk Foster Jr. Just Google me. if you message me on IG or whatever, I'm willing to do features. I ain't trying to charge people because I meet a lot of people locally who be like, don't nearly even have as many views or counts to me. They be like, I need this much for a feature. I be like, I never pay you a feature. Like, I do the features, bro. Just hit me or reach out. Long as the song ain't trash. And if the song is trash, I'll work with you and help you make the song not trash. And we could do the features, bro. Like,
for real.
But I think we need to take a toast before we in the pocket. I bet you ain't nobody ever take a toast with you before they in the pocket. Man. We trying to make history. We trying to do this shit. We trying to do it for real.
Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you for this, for real, though.
No. It's just Southern hospitality. That's the thing they don't tell you about Mississippi people. We hospitable.
Oh, yeah. I met a couple of Mississippi people.
Yeah.
For sure you are.
To progression.
Toast to you, man.
We on the way. And we ain't got no stank face while we doing it. We just took the shot. It's just how it is. Man, shout out to the Rodeo TX, right?
Yeah, the Rodeo.
TX Rodeo. Welcome to the Rodeo is the channel on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Welcome to the Rodeo. And we ain't talking about that Travis Scott shit, but shout out to Travis Scott.
Shout out Travis.
And RIP to all the people who lost their life at that concert. That was some crazy shit.
That's some wild shit,
But make sure you follow, you subscribe, you hit the like button, you hit the bell, you get the notifications, you watch the freestyles, you watch the podcast.
Everything.
All this shit is entertaining. We here, we in this bitch. You know where it's gonna be.
Yeah, and like I told you, anything you got moving forward, send it my way. I'll make sure to post it. I told this to every artist. We're locked in. Don't hesitate. I appreciate this conversation. Dope ass conversation. So many topics, so many great things we talked about. Yeah. And thank you for coming, man. All right, guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, get notified whenever we drop new content. And we out. Peace. Yeah.